Hello everyone and welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is a medieval era game set in Bohemia, I believe it is, and it's very good. Um, it came out recently on Steam and somewhere else as well. I cannot remember where. But yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable. It's an RPG. You just play as a man called Henry in medieval Bohemia, and you go around doing things. Right now, I'm actually going the wrong way to where I want to go. Also, the game just lagged the hell out. Maybe I... No. Okay. It's the music. The music... Okay, it's... Obviously, because it's recently been launched, there are quite a few bugs that are still in the game. There are a lot of forum posts and reviews on Steam and things that you can find of people complaining about those bugs. But from what I've seen, there are actually fairly few serious bugs, and none of them are game-breaking. So, for example, everything freezing for a couple of seconds while it changes music. Like that's a bit of a bug, and that probably should be fixed. But I'm not really bothered, to be honest, because it's fine as long as it doesn't crash the game or anything. Perfectly fine. And there are a few like visual glitches and things where when you change an item of clothing, or when you go into the thing, it just doesn't display your character sometimes. So there are a few like little nits and bits that are missing, but overall the game runs fairly smooth. I mean, it's a little bit sluggish at the moment. The footage you're seeing will probably be around about 29-30 FPS because I'm trying out a new recorder, and it's chosen these current settings as optimal settings. I believe it looks alright from what I can see, but you can never tell until you've watched the video and it's processed.
Did I tell you about my wife's late making?
Okie dokie. Yeah, this is just, it's a really nice game, and the landscape is beautiful. Like, I know those walls and stuff haven't like fully rendered in and stuff. Even when I have the render distance on full, they don't load in from here. But like, it just looks amazing, even though the textures aren't fully loaded in. It's brilliant. I love this game so far. The storyline is amazing. I'm not going to spoil any of it, because obviously this is a brand new game. A lot of people won't or will be thinking of buying it, and I don't want to ruin anything for them, because I have not played very far into the game at all. If I press P, I'll show you my level is currently 6, so I am not very far into the game at all. I've just sort of managed to get to a point in the game where I'm effectively allowed to do anything. There is a quest that I am supposed to go and start, but I don't believe that there's a time limit on starting it. So I'm just going to mess around for a while, do a few side missions really. So look out for spoilers for some of them, and I'll also be just doing my thing. There'll probably be a few events that you might see. I don't really know what's going to happen, but this game is like, it's super realistic with everything. Oh, I've discovered a shrine. Aha! I found it. Okay, this is what I was looking for. So, I was looking for this little path that runs off into the woods because I am going hunting. Because a man in town who's here needs some rabbits, or not rabbits, hare meat. So we're going into the woods to find it. So yes, this will be a good opportunity to show off the archery in the game, which I mean, it's realistic, but it feels a little bit like clunky. Like a lot of things in this game, some of them feel clunky, but that's because it's realistic for it to feel clunky. Like with horses, really. Like sometimes moving them when you're moving at pace it feels really clunky, and a lot of the time avoiding obstacles is impossible to do. But that's the way it is on a real horse. Like, it is difficult to control because it's not something that you just turn and it goes. It's an animal. It has to agree with you that turning like that is the right decision. So, yeah. What was that noise? Was that just my horse having an extra loud sound effect for a second there? I might turn the game volume down a bit, but oh, this game is so amazing. Just found a random hut. Presumably somebody's been poaching. So actually, I'll tell you. What? What? Oh, there is a. What? It's making noises like I'm in like a super deep, like I'm in a shallow stream or a pond. There's just a puddle. Oh, who's that? Oi. Who are you? Wayfarer. Let's have a talk with him. Yeah,
Good health to you.
one thing you may notice is that there's kind of a loading screen between each thing. So he's got nothing interesting to tell me about. No idea what he's doing here. He's probably up to no good. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Right, let's continue up this little path. See what kind of game we can find, because we need to get hares. But if there are some deer around, that might be quite nice. I also just realised I should probably switch to a hunting arrow to use. I only have one. And then I have quite a lot of broken arrows. Because at one point I did have a lot of arrows, and then I used all of them. Because I needed to. Somewhat. Ah. What is that? That's just fallen wood. Ah. This is the hardest part about this game. Nothing's presented to you. Like, there's no mini-map or anything. Oh! Hare! Come on. Damn it. Yeah, the archery is actually very difficult. Let's find... I don't know, what other arrows can I use? I have normal hunting arrows. I have 2 of them. Alright, let's go. God, what? How did that not hit? What? Okay, can I just... Let's get the sword out. And... sprint. Damn it, he's too fast. Okay. Let's get a different kind of arrow. Long distance. Yes, this will definitely work. Short distances. There he is. Come here, you. Oh, did I hit him? I hit him! Oh yeah. Hunting. I got 22 hare meat. I need to give him 90. Do I even have enough inventory space for that? No. Well, I do, because I have a horse that can just carry me there, but... Damn it. Still annoying. Now, where is that other hare? Because there were 2. There were 2. Aha! I swear I hit you. son of a... God damn it. God damn it. What? I missed his head by a centimetre, man. Ooh. No. Better long distance arrow. This better not break. Yay! We did it. We did it. Let's pick up the other arrows first. Before we forget them. There we go. There's that. Long distance arrow. Alright, we have 42 out of 90, so 2 more hairs should get us. Where? The question is, where can we find them? Because we spent quite a while looking around to find those guys. So I need to think of where we're going to find any more. It's unlikely that they'll need more than a couple gathered in the same place, I think. So let's look further downhill. Ooh, what's that? It's a dog woofing. Who? Actually, I'll keep the bow out because it may be better. Where's the dog? Aha. What's down there then? Can we see? It's near the edge of the forest. So it's a cabin of sorts. Oh, that's the not poacher's cabin. It's the hunter's cabin. It's a guy I've been told to stay well clear of, so let's not go that way. Oh my god. Can I just... Did I get my... I do have my bow out, yeah. Oops, there we go. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. This is a slight problem. Catch up. I am now so over encumbered though. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna have to place it back. The red deer venison. It's also stolen, so I can't sell it. I'll put it back. Wait. Whoops. I may or may not have accidentally put all of my inventory inside this deer. Put 93 venison. Yes. Get rid of it. I unfortunately cannot afford to carry that. Oh, the screen might freeze in a second because the music stops, so it will try and find another. Whoa! Oh, because I took everything off. Oh, I gotta put all my armor. Yeah, there's another glitch for you, a little bug, where when you change clothes and stuff, it doesn't quite register what you've done. Sometimes. Powder the shutters. Where's me? There is. And round braces. I think that's all I need. think that's everything I had on. Let's get our bow. And let's equip our sword as well. And go long distance arrow. There we go. Alright, we're back out. Back at it again with the hunting. Oh, what's this? It is just a rock. Hair. Oh, I hit it first time. I've almost run out of stamina. Yes. Come on. No. No. Yes. Hunting is so intense. Have I got it? 86. Come on. Come on. Better long distance. No! That was my better long distance arrow. Oh, where are you? I know where the hair is, but I've lost the arrow. God damn it. I will have to use this one. It's like my last arrow. Only chance. There he is. Alright, let's chase him a little bit. Let's get out of these bushes. There we go. Stop running now, please, Mr. Hare. Thank you. Oh yeah. Best hunter is me. Alright. So now I have all of the things I need. So I'm going to press A button. Look away that way. And horse. Yes, you can magic a horse by whistling. Which is, well, it's probably the most unrealistic thing in this game, actually, is magicking a horse with whistling. But, I mean, then you wouldn't have a game if you weren't allowed to do that. Oh, I may get knocked off here. You can get knocked off your horse by running through trees, by the way. Like, there's so many things about this game that are brilliant. So, people have different opinions of you if you're wearing like dirty clothing or clean clothing, whether you're wearing noble clothing or otherwise. Oh my god, I've discovered someone's campsite. It's, who does this remind me of? Anyway, let's get going again. We've got to get back to the village, or city, or town, I guess. Oh, this is fast. Oh, let's slow down. We need to be heading northwest, so this way. Whoa. Alright, horse. Go away, dog. Haha! Oh, stuck on a tree. There we go. Oh yeah. We're out of the woods today. Let's get along to the city. Oh, I haven't explained it yet, but the bars at the bottom, the red one is my health, and the yellow one is my stamina. Thank you, dog, for interrupting me. The green one, with the little horse icon on top of it, is the stamina of my horse. So when that only goes down when galloping, like this, and when it reaches its bottom I have to stop galloping, otherwise the horse will throw me off. I have kept galloping after it's reached 0 before the horse has thrown me off and it's broken my leg and I've died. So you do actually have to be careful in this game. The combat is really difficult. Like, I've just shown you part of it, the archery side, and that is very, very difficult. It's very hard to hit things. But sword fighting it's even more difficult. I would describe it as sort of a For Honor-ish style, but more fleshed out, I think. A lot more fleshed out. Which makes sense considering this is a single-player game, so it tanks a little bit when you get close to towns because it loads everything in. There we are. Whoa. And that should stop. There we go. No more frame rate drops. Oh, well, there's still some frame rate drops for me, but you guys shouldn't see that. Shouldn't. Unless there's some serious drops. But I believe it's alright at the moment. I am currently riding really close to the wall at almost full speed, so let's slow that down. So in fact also get off the horse because I don't need to be on it anymore. It's okay, Pebbles, you can stay there. It's not very far I have to go. Where is he? There you are, I see you. Mr. Hairman. Alex. Yeah, sometimes you'll get a loading screen when you enter a conversation. That, I think, is a little bit annoying. When it doesn't change scenes or anything. It's just this. Like, why do you need a loading screen
I've got
for
that
that?
meat for you here.
Yeah, that's great.
Take all of it. There we
Thanks,
go.
Henry. We'll get lots of supplies for this.
He gave
Another
me
order. The
12
master
gold.
armorer is mounting a banquet, and he wants to serve venison and cream sauce.
Oh, right, I get it. Hunt down a deer, milk a cow, and skim the cream. Wouldn't he like me to churn some butter to cook it in while I'm at it?
Just the venison will do, thanks.
Some of the lip syncing is a little bit off, and also some of the actions don't make a lot of sense either. There are a few times when someone's talking and their mannerisms are completely different to what they're actually saying. Also, this horse has like been outside here since a mission I did ages ago, and I don't know why. It's very confusing
Good day, Henry.
to me. Hello. It's odd because, okay, in the player stats thing, you go to reputation. This is your reputation in all of the towns and villages that you've visited. So currently I've visited only like 3 towns. Skalitz, Talmberg, and Rattay. So Skalitz is the one that you start in, Talmberg you go to fairly shortly after, and Rattay is one that you travel to through the end of a quest line, which I won't spoil. But yes, you get to Rattay, and Rattay is like, it's the biggest town you go to yet, and it's also the nicest town that I've been to yet. Obviously, I haven't explored a lot of the map. In fact, I'll show you what I've explored. I've explored this much of the map. So it's not the biggest map in the world, but you start here and you travel through to here at some point, and then there's a quest that takes you all the way down here, and then you can go basically anywhere you want once you've done a couple of quests around here. So yeah, it's really nice because when you zoom in on a place like, say, this village, you notice everything's changed. Like, there's more detail in all the bits. It changes to a smaller image that's just that village, and I think that's amazing, I must say, because that's really useful for towns and things, because you get close to a town and it will reveal things a little bit nicer, because from out here you can't really tell too much about the differences between the buildings, whereas when you zoom in here it shows you all the little fences and bits and bobs that are between all the buildings. So it's a lot nicer. Well, it's like it's just a nice feature, and they also have these weird kind of people, and I believe down here it's a pair of birds as well, just doing their thing. Um, so yeah, it's just it's a lovely feature. I like it. I don't know if you can use it. You can't really use it. You can't use it on the countryside, but you can use it on towns and villages. So yes. What do we want to do? Let's see. I think first I need to eat actually, because I've got 59 nourishment, which is fairly low. Once it goes below 50, you start to starve a bit. I've got to find somewhere to cook my meal. Oh, what time is it as well? Oh, it's actually almost evening. So, what I will do, well, it's evening already. It's almost sunset, is what I meant. So I'm gonna find actually how much food do I have? Because I've got meat. I don't have any actual food. Can I go to a shop? Am I able to get food here at the tavern? Don't know if I can. Ah, there's a pot. I'm just gonna eat from the pot, so nobody notices. Just eating from the pot. Yeah, nourishment back up to 84, so that's nice. I can now save looking for food or anything. I have gone completely the wrong way. There you are. Hello, Pebbles. We've gone the wrong way, so we need to sprint back through town to get through them. Well, up yours. I wasn't the one that spawned my horse in around a corner and had it walk around specifically to that point so that I could get onto it, so that I could turn around, and then you stood in my way and then complained about it. Jeez. Some people these days. Anyway, yes, we're going to head down to where we live currently, which is down... I need to go all the way through the village, town. Let's gallop full speed and just don't hit anyone. Do not hit anyone. I have hit someone before, and it killed them. So they... Whoa! Stop. Hit anyone?
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
I didn't hit anyone. Jolly good. Either that or I killed someone who was sinful. Anyway, let's... There we go. We're out of the town now. Nice high walled cities. Honestly, it's just... It's so beautiful. Like, look at all this. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I really must say, like, commend the creators of this, because this is just, it's so good. It's an amazing game. But yeah, there's... It really is beautiful. Right, here we are. We are back at our place. We are currently living at a mill just outside of town. So, there's the mill owner. Hello. He does have a side quest for me that I'm currently in the process of completing. Well, actually, I've completed it and I need to talk to him to finish it, but I don't want to, because I don't like him. Because he lied to me. Anyway. That's irrelevant. Let's sleep, I think, because time is... Yes, just about sunset. Eat from the pot. I will. This is a magical pot that just has things. And I could just eat from it by looking at it, and she has to stir it. Kill my level. Anyway. Let us schnoozle. Do I want to take clothes off? I've heard that there's a you get an extra buff in your sleep or something when you take your armor off, but I cannot be bothered. And also, I want to get to Dawn. I also want to show off, this is the same, the sleep thing works the same as the waiting thing, kind of like in Elder Scrolls games, where you sleep for a certain amount of time, and you just set it, and it will sleep for that amount of time, and it will just finish. So I'm going to sleep for 9 hours, until just after 6 a.m. I'm just going to have a quick drink, actually, while this is going. But I really like this sort of like time thing. It's very nice. One thing I don't like is that the font makes it a little bit difficult to read the numbers, but that's fine. Here we go. Another thing I kind of don't like is how for the last hour of sleep you can, well, it slows down, like the wheels spin slower, so the last hour of sleep or waiting takes a lot longer, which is why I'm quite happy that in this game there's also the ability to stop, well, either sleeping or waiting at any point that you're doing that, because you can like if I say wait here for, let's say 2 hours, right? I press E and then I press escape, and it will just stop the waiting immediately. So that's useful for if you want to get sort of like circumnavigate that 1 hour slowing thing, because you can set it to 1 hour past where you actually want to wait to, and then just press escape when it gets there. So that's nice. So we're going to head up to town, because I'm going to go and do some training to show off the combat mechanics, because fighting actual people in this game is very difficult to do. Like, I've only fought 5 or 6 people for real in this game so far, and to 2 of them I died multiple times because I just didn't understand the combat system at that point. But yes, it's very complex, because it has the simple, well, a simple-ish For Honor style blocking and attacking thing, but then it has this weird, well, it has like added extras of like combos and things. So if you swing your sword the right way a few times and you do it quick enough or in a rhythm, then you get like an unavoidable attack or something. It's pretty nice, but it's very difficult to learn. I did see a review that actually perfectly summed up the game's everything on Steam. This game, by the way, I want to mention this actually. This was gifted to me by somebody. This is a £40 game, and it was someone was just like, "Hey, you can have it." They asked me to make a video on it, so yeah, that was kind of them. Thank you to you, person, if you're watching this, which you probably are, because you asked me to make a YouTube video on it. So yeah, it does actually mean a lot. You know who you are, so I'm not gonna mention you. But yes, thank you very much, and I do appreciate it when people buy me things and ask me to do stuff, because it's just nice, you know? It's nice to know that somebody actually wants my opinion on this sort of thing. But yeah, we're just waiting around right now for somebody to show up, so we are actually going to use the wait function. I think he shows up around about 8 o'clock, so it's kind of perfect that it's 7 o'clock right now, because then we can just wait 1 straight hour, and he will be here. I'm just going to take another drink, because my throat is very dry at the moment. And here we are. It's begun raining, kind of. The weather in this game is a little odd, I will say, because 1 minute it's sunny, 1 minute it's raining, and whether it's sunny or raining, you always have these muddy puddles around, like super muddy patches. Oh, I did not know you could pick flowers in this game. Interesting. I won't pick any up because they'll probably end up sending a guard or something. Also, where is he? He's not here right now. Ah, I think that's him. Just walking out of the town gate. Yeah. That's him. That's definitely him. Is it him? That's him. Oh, yeah. Alright. We'll just wait until he gets over here before asking. I want to avoid these puddles. Because the more you walk in these puddles, it does make you dirtier. Like your feet and your trousers. Hello. Hello, dog. I can't interact with dogs. And they just make noises and growl at you and things. You can't interact with them. Which is a bit of a shame. I mean, you could throw... You could throw meat on the ground. You phased into my horse. What? Alright, could you teach me how to do that? Let's see.
God almighty, did something happen to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
Huh? Oh, I'm... Because I've been trampling around in the woods a lot. All of my clothes have gotten extremely dirty. So, you know, I've lost a bit of my reputation, I guess, because I'm wearing such scruffy clothing. I'll have to get them cleaned up in this, but I'm going to do some
I'd like to train
practice
you,
training.
just lightly, with practice weapons.
Right. Let's get to it. What weapon would you like to try?
Here we
A
go.
bastard sword, a short sword. We can fight with poles. Whatever you fancy.
We're going to use a short sword, because
I'd like
that's
to
the
train
only
with a
weapon I know
short
how to use.
Like a proper knight,
Like a proper knight. Without a
just
shield.
on its own.
This best
Right.
demonstrates the
Grab your
combat
piece.
system.
We'll get stuck in.
Here we go. And now we're in the combat system. So, whoa, ow. So as you can see, there's 5 points really on a star. Whoa, what was that? I just got teleported backwards. Hold on! I'm trying to talk to some viewers. Jesus. Leave me alone. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna try a combo. Boom. Boom. That did not work. Whoa, I hit him back. Okay, goal of this game, beat this guy with practice swords. Ow, ow. He's a lot better than me. Ow. Let's go top, right, bottom, ow. Okay, so the combo is top, right, ow. Okay, let's go top, right, bottom. Oh, I hit him. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Ow. Yeah, it's a bit difficult. So when you see the green shield appear, whoop, whoop, that's when I need to block, and you block with Q, so it's a bit weird. And all this movement and stuff is all controlled by the mouse. So the red one is where I've last moved my mouse towards. What is he doing with his hand? I don't understand. Ow. Haha. Yeah, when you right click, that little dot in the middle goes up red. That's because you're posing to stab. Jab. There we go. Get on my level of jabbing. Ow. Ah. Oh, I didn't take any damage from that. Hiya. 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 Ow. Hiya. Oh, oh. It's really hard to actually time this right. Anyway, we should... Ow. Okay, I'm gonna surrender.
Alright, you win. I surrender.
Let's, give that up. Okay, music, you can turn off now, you know. No? You're gonna keep... Okay. Oh. Ah, it's gone. Let's talk to him again. I want to try, on this, I would very much like to try real
I'd like to train,
combat.
but I want real combat with real weapons.
A bit
Real
cocky, ain't you? But all right. I like a man with a bit of piss and vinegar in him. I'll never learn as much with a wooden sword as with a real weapon. The old master swordsman says a true apprentice of the martial arts should be wounded at least once. Some say he should even try what it's like to die. But that's blasphemy. Let's fight then. Have no fear, I won't kill you. But you might get hurt, and if you do, I won't bandage you. You'll have to deal with the consequences yourself. What weapon will you try?
Short
I'd
sword.
like to train with a short sword, like a proper knight,
Like a proper knight.
just on its own.
I can't take a shield because
Right.
I don't know how to use it properly.
Grab your piece, and we'll get stuck in.
I should probably do the training for using a shield because it's probably a lot better than everything else. Ow. Alright. Ow. Alright, here we go. Boom. No! Ooh. Ow. 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 That hurt. Ow. That hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Fucker.
Whoa! That did a lot of damage. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. He timed it perfectly. No. When you time it perfectly, you get to counter-strike immediately. Aha! Get on my level. Whoops. Oh. No, 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 no. Ow. That hurt. Hiya! Ow. Okay, I'm actually doing quite a lot against him, but... Ooh, I want to be careful here. I've taken a lot of injuries. No! Don't counter. Do not counter this. He countered it. Ow. I countered it back. Yes. Oh man, I did so much damage. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Let's not have a go while... Ow. So as your health goes down, you'll notice that the limit on your stamina also goes down. So, and every time you use your sword, you lose stamina. So, ow. He's wearing full armor as well. I'm wearing like... Ow. Ow. Oh no, I'm out of... Let's not... Stab! No! Okay. Come on. Boom. Boom. Oh, come on. Stop. Ow. Don't do that. Ow. Come on. Ow. Ow. No, don't do it. Okay, I'm actually really low on health now. I should surrender. I want to hit him though. Ow. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, I lost. I am very close to dying. Oh, I need to get to a healer. I need a healer. Do do do. Okay, Okay, so I know there's a healer there, but I need to get there. So if I crash into anything on the way through the town, I'm probably dead. Full speed. It's a great idea. If I die, it will just reset this day. I'll lose any skill points I've earned, which would be a bit of a shame. But well. Oh, and I'll also have to redo that quest again. Oh. Let's be very careful. I am very slightly almost dead. Oh, person. Oh, my God. That may or may not have been extremely laggy for me. I don't know if you all noticed it. Hope you didn't. This is weird for me. Like, see, even seeing the world through a blood red face thing, it doesn't actually look that bad. It's fine. If this is what hell looks like, it's cool, bruh. It's just everything's a bit red. Bit of a shame for all the people that don't like red, but you know, for everyone that doesn't mind it or likes it, then it's great. Anyway, I definitely need to get fixed up.
God be with you, Henry.
I'm interested in your services.
There are these
And what is it
bathhouses
you'd
that are all over the place that you can travel to. Here we go. A bath, launder my clothes, heal my wounds.
A bit of everything. Heal my wounds, have a proper bath. Oh, and my garments are in need of laundering.
But of course, money first, though.
And it only costs you 30 gold.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Will I be? Anyway, oh my God, it's taking 8 hours to fix things. What? Oh, that's unbelievable. Okay. Okay. That's insane. Ah, oh, and the last hour takes forever. This is the one time where I don't like the last hour thing slowing down. Because there's no way I can press escape here to finish it early. I have to wait the whole thing, so the last hour slowing down is really very annoying. Parted with 30 grosh. But now I'm back up to full health, you see. I've lost all of my debuffs and everything. And now I'm clean, although my shirt is somewhat a bit tattered and so is parts of my armor, but that's to be expected after getting into a brawl with someone who's 40 times better than me with a sword. You actually have to practice in this game as well. Like, you can't just do one thing with a sword, like level up your skill and then it will stay like that forever. Like, you do need to constantly practice, otherwise you do get reductions over time, like to your skills. It does take quite a while for it to start going down, but it does go down eventually. Or so I believe. I might be wrong, but I think it does that. I know it does if you get into jail. So why can't I?
Look where you're going.
Oh, because you're opening it.
What are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing? I'm closing the door. Jesus. Can I put anything into the pot? No. Oh, I can cook things. I've cooked 16 hare meats, and it's all poisonous, so I'm going to eat all of it. I'm joking. I'm going to eat 2 bits and then get food poisoning, and I will probably die very soon. So, yes.